And now here is Kellyanne Conway on CNN. You'll notice the other day, Donald Trump. Now, we have a long list of reporters who have literally had to like move or get some type of protection because Donald Trump has singled them out and they have been deluged by hate mail and threats. And one of those reporters has been Katy Tur from NBC News. And yeah, well, Donald Trump has made her even a little bit more of a target the other day. And you know he knows what he's doing here. I mean, this is intimidation.
I want you to listen to this, to what he said in front of all of those people.
But we have 2 more today in Florida, and we have massive crowds. There's something happening. They're not reporting it. Katy, you're not reporting it, Katy. But there's something happening, Katy. There's something happening, Katy.
Now, after he did that, she was singled out. She was harassed by a lot of the people over there. The last time we spoke, you told me that you shared my concerns about the singling out of these embeds, these reporters who are traveling with Donald Trump. You said you talked to him about that. How did that conversation go?
The conversation was very productive, and I've also talked to NBC News today. So, look, we want fair coverage, and we want everybody to be safe at our rallies. I don't appreciate a lot of the threats I get either from people who I guess are worried that we may actually win this thing. A lot of folks out there who should tamp it down, but in the case of, I'm glad that you played the entire clip, because Donald Trump, you know, he's not asking people to be mean to her. He's not asking people to do anything, God forbid. He basically calls out some people in the media once in a while to say, please show our crowds. He talks to people in the media all of the time, privately and publicly.
But don't you sort of feel
Pause it. I mean, understand what she said there was like a nice reporter you got there, but I mean, we need to have a certain type of coverage, and if we don't get it, I mean, he's not telling anybody to beat her up. He's just simply saying, like, you remember all the stuff I've been talking about, how they're cheating and rigging the election? Right there. She's one of them. Katy is her name. Katy, Katy, Katy. It's you, Katy. Right there, Katy. That's what he's doing, and she knows it. What a despicable human being she is.
Don't you sort of feel don't you feel uncomfortable when he does that in front of all those thousands? He's got huge crowds there, and when he points to the journalists who are covering him and says these kinds of things, doesn't that make you feel uncomfortable too?
I would always urge our supporters at these rallies and elsewhere, Wolf, to be civil.
USA! USA! USA!
Does it make me uncomfortable? Wolf, look, I'm not there. So I feel pretty comfortable.
I'll tell you what will make me uncomfortable is if these fucking checks don't clear, Wolf. Am I right? Anyways, no, we want everybody to be safe. And I told Donald, you should have heard what he was planning on saying to Katy Tur before I talked to him. I think I'm doing a pretty good job, Wolf.
I think that her criticism of Trump is pretty biting, but at the same time, I think there's probably something to the fact that
whose criticism of
Katy Tur.
Oh,
sorry. There's probably something to the fact that she's young and attractive.
Oh, without a doubt.
Nothing to it.
That he's singling
nothing to do
her
with
out.
anything.
Oh, I mean, have you heard this guy, single out any male who he could find physically intimidating? I mean, look at the targets of his attacks, right? Right, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jeb Bush, also pretty unintimidating guy. Oh, I do feel actually completely outmanned, outmaneuvered.
Hey, it's Sam Seder. Why don't you subscribe to this channel? You can do so right over here. Subscribe.